I've been traveling around in a Scooby-Doo van with my friends Aidan, Zara, Janice, and Paul. We had just finished answering the question, is the devil real? Well, we didn't actually answer it, but what we did do was film a bank robber rollerblade film with a homeless guy. Anyways, now we're gonna answer the age-old question, is Bigfoot real? On our way to the most haunted house in America, we stopped by New York. And New York ranks 5th in the United States for Bigfoot sightings. We made our way to our Airbnb, which was quite literally in the middle of nowhere. Our Airbnb also had a train as part of it. Open.
It's a train.
How does a train? You bought me a train? Oh my god!
Oh my god! So cute. Whoa!
What the heck?
You did a good job.
Yeah, this is cool too.
What? What? Stop!
Hey, it's me, Bigfoot.
Ew, why is Bigfoot got a dumpy?
What's up, guys?
Oh my god.
Hey, guys. The next morning, the first person we met up with was named John Stanton. He had apparently won a Bigfoot calling competition. We hopped in our van and headed toward his house in Fort Edward, New York.
There he is. Oh God.
John was a plain yet pretty interesting guy. He was a kind old man living alone with nothing but his wits and his super deep, raspy, lovely smoker voice. He would end every single message he sent to me with his email. He also constantly made posts about this sax squatch on his Facebook, and he also sent sax squatch to me multiple times. Basically this guy in a Bigfoot costume that like plays the sax. And if there was anywhere to start this Bigfoot excursion, it was with him.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
John, right?
Yes, Andy?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yes, yes.
Hello?
Hello, I'm
Nice to
John.
meet you.
Nice
John?
To meet you. Oh, nice man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Got somebody here.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much.
And here's some other garnets.
So you reached out to a Bigfoot ad. So
Yes.
what is your fascination with Bigfoot?
They do a big event in Whitehall. It's the calling. So I was just happened to be up there that weekend and I did the calling.
You won first?
No, I didn't win. I didn't win.
gotcha.
No, they had this girl dressed up in like camouflage. She came in second, but she was really trying to win that thing.
So you're in like the top?
No, I didn't get in the top. No, I would, yeah.
But you were there.
I was there, yes, yes. I was trying to mimic everybody else. Right?
Yo, we are not finding Bigfoot, bro. That was pretty good.
That was.
I'm about to lose my voice.
So John pretty much provided no substantial evidence or clues as to where to look for Bigfoot, but the next person we were going to meet would.
Hello.
Hi, Vivian.
I'm Aidan.
Vivian was one of the last people to reach out to me before we started this road trip. She called me, and I swear to God, the first thing she said was, Bigfoot is real, and I know who he is.
First of all, Bigfoot is real. First of all, when we define an animal as extinct, that means we haven't found it. That doesn't mean it isn't there.
She talked about Giganticus pithecus for about 45 minutes with no pauses and no breaths.
Distance is a non-issue when we talk about
It was literally like we were back in middle school and the teacher's talking about something serious, and then you look over at your friend and they're like,
very unusual for the Chinese. They usually do not bring in foreigners. And they looked at the remains of Gigantopithecus, and there's a lot of it in the Asian Oriental region. And they saw a startling similarity. This was definitely Gigantopithecus that never became extinct.
this was by far the most difficult thing I have ever done in my entire life. Zara and Aidan kept laughing and having to turn around. Zara even had to leave the room 2 separate times. And all the while, Vivian did not seem to be bothered at all.
But any animal that takes to the water during the issue of sexual intercourse will go from rear mounting to face mounting. And there's a reason for that. To explain to the female, she's got to turn over. So now we have an issue with something called sexual selection.
I wasn't paying attention because if I did, I was probably gonna laugh, but I wanted to ask a good question in the end, and I ended up asking this. So you think Bigfoot is currently alive? The next and final place we were headed was a real Bigfoot exhibit, and we were gonna meet up with 2 Bigfoot experts. When we arrived at the exhibit, we got a quick tour. They also had a full life-size animatronic of Bigfoot himself. We then sat down with Kenny and Diane, our Bigfoot experts.
I started research in 2012. I happened to look at the snow in the back and I saw footprints, and they were in a single file, very far apart. We followed them into the woods, where I noticed a lot of rock stacks. I also have a half-eaten apple. They used to put flags in different places with maybe a circle of rocks. I found a circle and I went over to it and I looked, and there it was a big print, and my son casted it. I have it with me today. Now this was completely, frozen ground. You couldn't even.
You only saw one footprint at the time, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We put up some cameras one time during the spring, put a bunch of food out when the animals were coming out, came back 2 weeks later, food's still there. So why for those 2 weeks was none of the food touched and there was no animal activity. What type of alpha predator was coming through there, making them stay hidden?
You saw Bigfoot?
Yeah, it was right in the tree. It was hugging the tree like this. Its foot was around like that. With color pop, I just made him brown, so I have no trouble seeing him. Women have no trouble. Every woman I've shown it to had no trouble. Men do. The odd thing.
Let's say you come face to face with Bigfoot or a Sasquatch. What do?
I want to go out and I want to see it.
Do you want to head to the front and take a picture real quick?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
We wanted to give Kenny something that he's wanted his entire life, a chance to meet Bigfoot.
Awesome.
Well, that was awkward as fuck. Anyways, we went back to our Airbnb after that. At this point, I didn't think our 3 experts were any closer to helping us find Bigfoot. Diane's evidence consisted of a half-eaten apple and this image. Does anybody see Bigfoot in this image? Any female viewers watching see Bigfoot here? No? Right. And as much as I liked and paid attention to what Vivian had to say, she did get kicked out of her field of study.
I embraced aquatic ape theory, which is against the rules. I got kicked out of the field for that one.
And Kenny, well, he just wasn't very encouraging. So the odds of us getting any sort of evidence or perhaps even finding a Sasquatch are probably pretty low if we just do it once, right?
There's a chance of that, unless you're one of those lucky, cursed people.
The odds of us discovering Bigfoot are pretty much slim to none because I don't think Bigfoot is real. But it's okay, because if the question crew can't answer one question, we can just pivot to another. The question crew promptly pivoted their question from, is Bigfoot real, to, can we make people believe Bigfoot is real? So do you think some people fabricate things about Bigfoot?
Oh, it's been proven that many people actually do.
I mean, you can see somebody wanting some attention and faking something. It's not that hard to do.
And after that change of prompt, we went to work. We went out and filmed a bunch of fake Bigfoot material of Aidan pretending to be Bigfoot. The only issue is that nobody's gonna believe a bunch of 21-year-olds found Bigfoot, especially when these 21-year-olds are influencers, social media extraordinaires, VFX artists, so we called in a favor from an old friend.
We could orchestrate a Bigfoot sighting with your help.
Yes.
We then filmed a few fake Bigfoot videos with John, just so we had some variety in the assets. And well, then it was time to get people believing in these Bigfoot videos.
Those gotta be bigger than a bat.
And post! And post, 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 and post!
Bro, Bigfoot is fast. He eats a lot of beaver.
You are just old.
You!
So boring. No content. Uncle Jeb walking around in a monkey suit. Nothing but a garbage video.
I'm gonna kick your ass! Bigfoot lingers and mocks me. Me too!
Oh wait, that was just actually John Stanton.
Just one look at you.
Rogers Island. Nothing like it.
Now it's time to go to Facebook and join some Facebook groups.
I think Bigfoot are real, however, dogmen are not real.
Dogs are real. See attached, and attached photo of a dog. And now it's time to make a post, and attach videos, and write fake story, and spread misinformation.
And do that on 15 different Facebook groups.
Did I just capture the first real Bigfoot footage?
First? Hardly.
Are there others, Neil?
Including this one.
These are wonderful videos. Thank you so much for sharing this very clear footage. However, the Sasquatch does not like to be caught on camera.
I'm very sorry, Claire. Should I not record them next time?
BS. It's a man in a suit.
Here is your IP address.
I wonder how long it took him to make those prints.
It took @Zaruza on TikTok 15 minutes to make the fake Bigfoot tracks.
Since my posts have been getting so much attention, I got tons of friend requests now.
Hello, I'm Zoe. Nice to meet you. Which city are you from?
Hello, Zoe. I am from Fort Edward. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
This has gotta be it.
Do you think it was real? I sometimes question it myself.
I think it was real.
Well, that's good to hear. I thought I was going crazy at first.
I would called the president and showed him the video.
All right, I think we spread enough misinformation for the day. We got thousands of views across all of our TikToks and caused a commotion in literally every single Facebook group about Bigfoot. But there's one person that we couldn't have done this without.
And as a thank you for letting us use his likeness in this whole endeavor, we got him something he's always wanted. A chance to meet the Sasquatch.
There he is. That's awesome.
And then we said our farewells.
I wish you the best of success. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You too, man.
And all of you, right? Everybody, best
Thank
of
you,
success.
man. Nice to meet you.
Prosperity, happiness, and good health.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right back at you, man.
All right. Well, you have a great night then.
Thank you. You too. Have a good one.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
And so to answer the question, is Bigfoot real? I'm not sure. I think if it's something that interests you, go for it, right? Like the community that we met, Kenny, Diane, even Vivian, like they're passionate about it and it's not like it's hurting anybody. But to answer the question, can we fake a Bigfoot sighting? Hell yes.